It's October. I know it's been a bit, and I said before that I was going to do more videos, but things happened. I've been having to do a lot of early shifts, and yes, I'm giving a lot of excuses, but things did happen. As you can see, I'm not in the usual sitting place or place I usually film things in. It's because I changed my room around. This bookcase ended up dying. It broke in half, so I'm now just using it for my regular books, manga bookcase, and the other bookcases are facing that way. It's because I want to open up my room more and to have a window. So today I'm going to have my book haul. There are quite a few books. I'm not going all the way back from my previous video because I have accumulated a lot of books from my thrift store, which is basically what a lot of this haul is. It's been so long since I made a video. I wanted to make one and I wasn't sure where to start off with my videos, so I thought a haul would be good to start off with. So I didn't count to see how many I have, but I know that I have 5 books that I actually paid for full price. I'm going to show the 2 manga first. I just received them yesterday when they were released. The first one is Don't Be Cruel by Yonezu Nekota. This is volumes 1 and 2 in a bind-up. As you can see, I've already read it. It was wrapped. So good. If you're a yaoi fan, definitely read this one. I'm planning on bringing back my yaoi corner and talking more about all, because I'm trying to get through all my yaoi mangas and mangas in general, since I have accumulated so much of those as I'm reading all my regular books. So yes, Don't Be Cruel, volume 1 and 2, really good. Definitely check it out. The next one I got is World's Greatest First Love, volume 4, by, of course, Shingiku Nakamura, same person that did Genjo Romantica. Haven't opened it yet. As you can see, it's still wrapped, but I have read the scans and I definitely love this series so much more than Genjo Romantica. Yes. So definitely check this out if you haven't yet. Okay, so that's the end of the manga. So now I'm going to get into the regular books that I bought this past 2 months, I believe. That's as far as I'm going back on my books. So the first one I got is First Life by Jenna Showalter. A lot of the books I don't know what they're about. This one, the cover really interested me, and the premise from what I did read, I believe it's about 2 different worlds. And that's all I got. But the cover was really interesting. Like, here's a darker world, and down here at the bottom of the hourglass is very pretty and light. So it looked really interesting, and I hope to get to this one soon. Yes, so First Life. The next 2 are from my this month's Owl Crate and last month's. So the first one is, it's going to probably be shiny, Everland by Wendy Spinell. I've only heard that this is more like a Peter Pan retelling. It should be interesting. I'm not the biggest Peter Pan fan, but I look forward to reading this. And then this month's Owl Crate is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. No clue. Just recently got it. Haven't really looked too much into it. So yeah. Alright, now I'm going to get into all my thrift store finds. My thrift store, for some reason, has always a lot of new young adult books that are really popular, and some I just find because I think they're interesting. So the rest of them, excluding the last little stack I have, well, it's not really little, is from my thrift store. So first up, I have Halo and Hades, both by Alexandra Adornetto. I'm not sure if I may mispronounce these people's names, these authors' names. I'm really sorry. I am not the best, as you can see in my pronunciation of Japanese authors. Slightly okay, but not that great. I've heard good things, and I looked on Goodreads, and they all have like a 4 rating to 3.5. All I know is about angels. So yeah, angels. The next one I found I was really excited about because I read this in my junior year of high school and I absolutely loved it. So I tried to buy my own copies and they ended up being just little tiny mass market paperbacks. And my nephew, when he was a baby, got to one and ended up to tear it. But I found the big copy of His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. Absolutely love this series. I definitely recommend it to anyone that's into fantasy. So good. The movie is an okay adaptation, but you don't get the entire feeling of the book. Definitely read it if you have a chance. I highly recommend this. Next up I have The Girl Who Chased the Moon by Sarah Addison Allen. Don't know. Like I said, a lot of the thrift store ones I don't know. It sounded interesting when I read it. The next one I bought is Bunheads by Sophie Flack. I believe it's about ballet. Just going off the cover. So yeah, Bunheads. If you've read any of these books, feel free to let me know what you think of them, because it's probably going to be a bit till I get to them. The next one I have, which had, I believe, the lowest rating on Goodreads out of all these books, was Breaking Butterflies by Angelaeus, I want to say. The cover looks pretty. The next one I found is another bind-up, I believe, of 3 books, is Please Don't Be True by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor. I believe this is a contemporary for summer. I'm not the biggest young adult contemporary. I usually read paranormal romance or adult contemporary, but it sounded pretty interesting, so I thought I'd try it. The next one I found is The Wondrous Strange by Leslie Livingston. I can read. And I thought the cover was really pretty, and I believe it's about magic and fairies. Fairies are good. To keep with the fairy trend, I also found Fairy Wars by Herbie Brennan. Also a very nice cover. Then I found The Flapper's Vixen by Gillian Larkin. Alright, then I found The Maze Runner and The Scorched Trails. I believe it's by James Dashner. I still haven't read them yet, but I will eventually. The next one I found is Anna Dressed in Blood by Kendra Blake. Looks really interesting. Next, this one I've already seen the movie, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the movie. But I thought the book would hopefully be better, so hopefully I won't be disappointed. Found The Duff by Cody Keplinger. And then I also found, great, the last name's covered, Brain on Fire by Susanna Callahan, I want to say. The name's covered at the moment. And then I found Darker Still by Linnea Renee Hybe, I believe. Had an interesting cover, and the premise seemed interesting. This one was kind of a last minute pick. I wasn't sure how I was feeling about it, and I was still in mixed feelings when I left, but we'll see. All my books I usually add to my little TBR bucket right there. And then I just pull a name and let choice decide which book series I will read. So speaking of my TBR bucket, so when I finished A Court of Mist and Fury, which is right there, I decided to pull out and I got Carry On, which I did not care for at all. That was a Rainbow Rowell book I did not like. I haven't read Fangirl, and that might be a reason why I didn't care for it, or it's just it felt too Harry Potterish and kind of bad Harry Potterish. I'm all for the yaoi scene, as you have seen on many of my other videos, but that one I did not care for. So after that, I pulled City of Bones out because I have not read that series at all. And I finished the first book and I was instantly hooked to where I had to go on this epic journey through, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of my thrift stores and my half-price bookstore to see if I can find all of the books in the Immortal Instruments and Devices series. I did. So, one of them I got for free from my best friend, which is City of Ashes. I've already started annotating. I started back here annotating. I'm just now picking that up. It's kind of damaged. She accidentally spilled stuff on her copy. I'll possibly get a new one later on if I run into one. But it was free and I was just then finished number 1 and I was itching to know what happened. So yes, I got City of Ashes. Then I got City of Glass. The random hardcover of City of Fallen Angels. Same thrift store I found Clockwork Angel. I really liked the old covers more than the new covers, so I wanted to make sure they all matched that way. I'm not that big on having them be all the same, either hardback or paperback. That doesn't bother me. At least right now it doesn't. But I wanted to at least have them be all the same old style cover. And then I got City of Lost Souls. Clockwork Princess. Clockwork Prince is actually on my bed. I don't have that one on me at the moment. And then City of Heavenly Fire. So I have all of them. Like I said, Clockwork Prince is over yonder, and I'm currently trapped right here. So yeah, that was my book haul for the past couple months. The collective book haul of like all the months that I've missed posting is basically this entire half bookcase. As you can see, a lot of them, where can you see my finger, is from my thrift store. I only like actually purchased maybe about 10 books from like Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. I mainly get a lot of my books from the books from my thrift store. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing all the books that I've currently picked up from my thrift store and bookstore, let me know in the comments below. And I hope to be bringing out another video either next week, hopefully. AX, I believe, is happening the week after, so that one might be a little delayed depending on the circumstances with AX coming up. And I hope to be, like I said, bringing another episode of the Yaoi Corner, since I'm finally getting time to read my Yaoi manga and all my other manga. Like I said, I moved my room around, so like this is also showing just the pages of the manga and not actually showing the covers. So I still have a lot of stuff to do in my room since I moved things around, but I want to bring out more videos again. Alright, you guys, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!